are here with Maria, who's showing us how to make lovely personalized makeup bags that are perfect for Valentine's Day. Are they not?
Fun and glittery.
Oh man, they are. They look great.
Cameron, I don't leave my house without my makeup bag, so I wanted to share a really fun way to do this for Valentine's Day. Yeah, well.
I'll tell you this though, Layla's gonna love these. But yes, I know these are perfect for Valentine's Day.
She would love these.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're super easy to do. So she can go ahead and watch the segment, and she can make some, or you could bring her one of these.
I'm gonna bring her one. This is gonna be my Valentine's present for her.
Okay, perfect.
Do you see how I roll here?
I do see that.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna start with this beautiful heart-shaped bag.
Yeah, so what's cool about this is the hearts on those are actually just tissue paper.
Okay.
So I feel like I have tissue paper everywhere because of wrapping presents, and especially for Valentine's Day, I have red and pink around. So that's what I have here. And so I'm using canvas bags. I love the canvas bags. One, they're really versatile, and they're easy, and they're inexpensive. But what's cool is when you add the tissue on there and the technique that I'm going to show you, it actually sort of absorbs in there and takes on the texture of the canvas, which is really cool
I love that texture on canvas.
It's so beautiful. So what's cool about this is, in order to get the hearts, one of my favorite things, this is such a simple and basic thing, but it's a heart stamp that actually cuts out paper. So there's a little trick to this. I do recommend doing it this way with the tissue paper because this is when you're going to get the cleanest heart possible. And I'll show you why. Okay, very good. So I have my piece of paper here, and just a plain piece of like printer paper. Okay. I have my tissue, and what I do is I wouldn't do more than 2 pieces of it because otherwise, I know it sounds weird because it's tissue paper and it's thin. It will not cut. I promise you this.
It won't make it through?
It will not make it through, no. So I do this so you can see it's on both sides. And we go here.
So as you're doing that, can I ask, could it be something that you try to do with scissors?
So yeah, you could potentially do this with scissors. Yeah. And I would say if you're doing this with scissors, you could cut out a heart like this and use it as a stencil. Okay. Or you could, take your piece of tissue paper and, potentially fold it in half, draw it on there, and then follow that with scissors because that's when you're going to get a really even heart. Right. Because, we've learned that doing a heart just freehand can actually be difficult.
It can be so hard. And look how good these look all cut out. Especially if they're going to be the highlight on your.
See how easy that is to do, and that's going to be your best bet when it comes to doing this.
It wouldn't look like this if I use scissors.
No, it would not. It actually, and these things are really, you can use for a number of things, and you can actually, if you're making a bunch of Valentines, grab those, and it can be a quick thing to cut out a bunch of these.
So you got some Mod Podge on there?
Mod Podge on here, and I have wax paper on the inside to protect the other side of the bag. Otherwise, it could potentially seep through.
That's a good tip.
And what I want to do is do a really nice saturated layer of the Mod Podge. If you want to pop that heart on there, however you envision it.
Oh boy, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Layla's going to be looking at this, and she's going to be like, Dad, did you make?
Well, you did make this.
Yes, that's great.
And so I'm going to do another layer of the Mod Podge over. So what this does is it seals it on, and you want to be careful with this because I'm using a pink, and pink isn't as deep colored as the red, but what happens is if you do this too much, the color in the tissue paper can actually start seeping out of it because it is, so it, because it's something that's pigmented. So you want to make sure you're doing a nice gentle coat, not smearing it around.
Then you'd be like smearing like pink onto your nice canvas, right?
So you want to let this dry completely, and you could add more hearts and things like that too. But you could leave a space to add any kind of lettering if you wanted as well.
And then you just always finish with one layer of Mod Podge on top. Now, if you're going to layer them up a little bit, you were saying that you just want really contrasting colors.
Exactly.
If you try that, right?
If you're going to do any kind of layering, maybe mix up the colors so you can see the difference. Otherwise, it'll kind of start all blending together.
Okay, well,
and that gives you that. And I used a gloss Mod Podge on there instead of a matte because I liked how it just looked nice and shiny.
I do. I like that look. Okay, good. I didn't realize it came in different finishes like that. You'd figure, as much as I'm around, I would know that by now. Okay, good. We got our heart bag, and now we're going to move on to our second bag.
It's glitter.
Shocker. I'm with Marie in a DIY, and we're using lots of glitter.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
Look how good that looks, though. I know we're not there yet.
I know, but so what's great about this is I'm going to teach you a way that you're not going to get the glitter all over the place. Okay. So I have my bag here with the wax on the inside, working on a piece of wax paper because I want to preserve any excess, any glitter that falls out as I do this. This is painter's tape. The painter's tape is going to create that really beautiful, clean line that we love so much out of the bags. And what's great about that, too, you could potentially do it without it, but it doesn't create as thick and beautiful of a line that you get there. So you can have that.
Yeah, that looks so good, and it looks Very professional.
Very professional.
Yeah.
And so what you want to do is you have your Mod Podge here, and as I do this, I think you can make whatever executive decision you would like on the color.
On the colors?
On the color.
I mean, can
Since
you go
you're
wrong
taking these home
with pink and a 12-year-old girl? I don't think
you
can't, right?
She's going to love it.
So do I take the top right off, or do I go through
That's perfect,
Okay,
just like
good,
that.
good. And I start going?
Yep.
All right, so I'm just going to kind of go like crazy here
And
because I get the idea. We're just going to dump all the extra,
That is
right?
perfection, and I will tell you why. Because it doesn't matter how much you pour. You do want it to be a thick layer like this. And what's great, you kind of shake it around, and you have it on your wax paper, so then you can take this wax paper and you can put it on here, and what's great, it's foolproof. So any spot you have, just go back in with your Mod Podge and fill, and let this set and let it dry, and after it dries, do another layer of the Mod Podge, and then the glitter will not come off.
So again, finish with the Mod Podge again on both bags.
Both
just
bags
like that.
had the finish of the Mod Podge, and if you want to make them personalized,
yes,
like we have over here, you can do any kind of wording that you like on there. You can use a Cricut, you could use a transfer paper, or photo transfer, anything like that. I'm using a stencil, so I'm just using this little spongy thing. They have these that's a technical term, a spongy thing.
That's what I would call it,
yeah,
Maria.
I mean, and so they had this at the craft supply store. I like the stencils that have the stickiness on it because it makes it easy.
Yeah, because it stays in place.
Yes, normally I would let this dry completely, but because I just have...
Man.
there we go.
You are so good. Look how great that looks.
And you could go in and then add more glitter around the other sides and the bottom as well.
I'm telling you, I go home after these DIYs and my family doesn't even know who I am. They'll be like, you didn't make
You are
that,
so
right?
well-rounded.
You're so good. Although all I did in this whole segment was pour glitter, and I'm still really proud of myself.
So
thank you so much. These are great, Maria. And Layla's going to thank you, too.
Aww.
Full instructions, everybody. You know where to go. Head over to hallmarkchannel.com. They'll all be right there.
Yes, here, let's do this.
Coming up on Home and Family, from seed to shining sip, Shirley is showing us how to grow our very own cup of chamomile tea. And these bagel ham rolls are everything you need for a delicious make-ahead brunch.